Confirmation bias happens when an individual's prior beliefs affect the way they interpret, favour and recall information. This biased evaluation of sources leads to uncomprehensive searches and, as a result, unrepresentative evidence selection. Let's take the claim from our previous video, women can't park. Now, consider two hypothetical individuals, Janet and John. Janet is instantly offended and feels personally attacked, whilst John agrees passionately with the controversial statement. Let's recall the process for evidence collation. First, we question what is out there and its accessibility. We next determine what quantity of information is sufficient and what selection of available sources are the most representative of the overall situation. Finally, we analyse each source individually, questioning reliability and relevance before exploring its contents and extracting knowledge. Think back to our two individuals, Janet and John, and how their perception of information surrounding the claim might vary. For example, suppose John has had a personal encounter with a woman hitting his car whilst parking. This might have tainted his perception of all women drivers, and he can use his own experience as supportive evidence. Unless John has told Janet directly about the specific incident, Janet would not know of John's experience. Similarly, suppose Janet reads an article which provides contradictory statistics. Since the magazine targets a female demographic, John does not know of the article's existence. Suppose Janet's magazine was only available through an online subscription. Even if John knew about its existence, the magazine would be inaccessible to him without payment. Similarly, Janet might not have access to all of John's contacts, meaning their testimonials are inaccessible to her. Suppose both Janet and John employed the four-way approach and achieved the following table. John is more likely to accept this collection as sufficient since it supports his beliefs, whereas Janet is more likely to reject the table on the basis that, since it doesn't align with her own beliefs, she does not deem it a representative selection of sources. She feels the need to collate more evidence. With all of this considered, we would expect Janet and John to select differing sources when researching the claim. When analysing individual sources, Janet might be more sceptical of the sources that contradict her own beliefs, and vice versa. Although presented with the same claim, Janet and John might collate completely different evidence sources and arrive at completely different conclusions, all due to confirmation bias.